Great opportunity for us, and I'm proud of our guys for taking advantage of it. You know, it's not easy for us to get Power Fives to visit the friendly confines of Bartow Arena. I was fortunate through a relationship we were able to make that happen, but it doesn't do you any good if you don't take advantage of it. And I was proud of our guys. They came out terrific energy. Obviously, Jelly set the tone, but they are an SEC team with SEC players, and they've got a kid in G.G. Jackson who I think we saw glimpses. This kid's 17 years old. You know, he reclassed up. He's a potential lottery pick. There were a number of NBA people here today, not watching me, unfortunately, watching him. And I think we saw glimpses of that. He'll turn 18 on Saturday, I heard. Can you believe that? I've got a couple guys could be his father. But overall, really proud. The effort, we were up 20. It was never really threatened. I didn't like the way that we closed out the game, but I'll get over it.
Can you just talk about the beginning, Jelly getting
Yeah, we designed, unlike football, you can script a few things, and sometimes Jelly doesn't follow the script. You know, he's a play breaker. he likes to break that play off. But I tell him, I've kind of convinced him now, if you'll let me see how they're guarding things, I can help you more. So, just based off scouting, we went to the first play, which was going to get him to his right hand, and their five-man was a little hesitant to come up because that's just the way he plays with his size. And Jelly knocked down one, then another one in transition, then he really got going. Then I felt like we relaxed a little bit. And, again, to their credit, they made shots in the first half. They out-rebounded us in the first half by 2 or 3, and I see at the end, we're plus almost 10, which was, again, the difference in the game. We didn't turn the ball over. Our shot making's got to improve. I thought K.J. Buffin maybe had his best overall game as a Blazer, and he's had a lot of them. Everybody is enamored with Jelly, and rightfully so when you're the nation's leading scorer, and you've done it in the variety of ways that he has. But I think K.J. has probably been our most consistent performer all year, and tonight was no difference.
With K.J., it seemed like when you did relax a little bit after that quick start, he's kind of the guy that jumpstarts you there. I think he had like 9 points in a short period. And was he the guy that kind of got you going again?
And defensively, if you notice, we've had a lineup change for the first time. We brought Ty Brewer in as opposed to L.A. Ty has been playing good. His production deserves more minutes, but when I'm only playing him at that 4 spot, KJ's been so good, I don't want to take him out of the game because he's kind of our defensive coordinator, so to speak, with his ability to talk through things. He's got a very high basketball IQ, and his voice out there defensively is very important. So I thought, based on the fact that South Carolina's big up front and G.G. Jackson plays the small forward more than the power forward, that we would go with Ty and give us more size and give Ty some more minutes. And as a result, again, KJ, you don't even have to run a play for him, and he goes for 25 points. Usually he's the facilitator, not the finisher. But tonight, the way that they were guarding us, I thought we did a great job in the high screen and roll, playing through the mid-post and then cutting off the back line. That along with some timely shot making. Because, the quality of our shooting has got to improve overall. Jelly and E.G. today made shots. We got to get some other guys stepping up and knocking down some clean ones. But really, really proud of the bounce back from the disappointment at West Virginia and allowed us to knock down a Power 5.
Look at JV took that real hard hit at the end of the first half. He comes back in the second half and has one of his better halves of basketball this season. Just talk about that kind of being able to come back from that.
Yeah, I was really worried just from my vantage point that it was a head thing. I thought his head hit the floor, so I was thinking concussion. He was talking about he said his ass hurt. Can you say ass on television? I don't know. But he said his it was like his butt bone. That was the problem. So once he he was out there walking like me. I was like, dude, that's what you walk like when you're 54, not now. So I thought his minutes were good. He and Trey together give us 2 different dimensions, and we'll continue to go that way.
Coach, taking down 2 SEC opponents, you spoke on that, but just to do it so early in the season, and you can see the team still trying to build that chemistry, what does it say about the potential of this team moving forward?
Well, I think, number one, we haven't done it since 2010, so it was a long time ago. And a lot of it's just based on opportunity. And number 2, the SEC is kind of important around here. I don't know if you've heard. When you say an SEC team, they kind of perk up. So that's big for us, just to kind of show a light. I think we had our biggest crowd tonight. I don't know what the official attendance was, but it was a good crowd. And if it wasn't for, it looked like when I was walking across the street into the arena that it may be the last game in the end of the earth, because it looked kind of ominous, and I'm sure that hurt our crowd a little bit. But I hope that the people that came tonight like what they saw and will come back.
You know, with your interior defense, like just down in the paint, I feel like usually a mid-major team shouldn't be bigger and more physical than an SEC team, and I feel like you really took it to them tonight.
Yeah, we've got big physical bodies. You know, Trey started at Clemson, KJ was at Ole Miss, Javion Davis was at Alabama, Mississippi State. You know, Ty Brewer's really the only quote-unquote mid that didn't sign at a high major school, and physically you can see a little bit of that. But we've got big bodies in there. You know, we've got experience. We're the third most experienced team as it relates to minutes played in a college basketball game in America. And that doesn't do you any good if you don't play experienced. I still think we're trying to figure out some things about our team. We're growing, but it's always good to win while you're growing. Big win for us tonight. We've got one more coming back on Sunday, and then we get into league play. You know, it's the first time we've started league play pre-Christmas since I've been here, just based on the dynamics of the league. So it's good to protect home floor, and we've done a pretty good job of that to this point. Thank you.
KJ, how excited were you when you hit that three?
Oh, I couldn't even explain the emotion that went through my body because I've been missing so many, so it just felt good to see one go in.
Obviously, a lot of the headlines, we talk about Jelly Walker, his scoring ability, but you're the lead scorer tonight, and you're kind of been one of the more consistent guys on this team. And I also kind of counted on you during those kind of lulls when you come in and get 6, 7 points at a time. Just talk about kind of that role you've played this year.
I really want to be the most consistent on the team, so every game you know what you're going to get from me is probably 10 points and 7+ rebounds, so I just try to be consistent with the same thing every time.
Can you talk about how big of a win this is for the program to take down an SEC
Yes,
caliber team in here?
it's big for our confidence because we just lost one, and it's always good beating a higher quality team.
Y'all knew you were way better than this team, though. I mean, it's no shot.
Yeah. It's you don't look at everything, you just got to play every game like it's your last one, you know.
With the quick start that Jelly got off to get you guys out to that start, what did that mean to especially in an atmosphere like this, in a game like this? How big was that to get off to a quick start?
Oh, it was huge. It gave us a lot of momentum, and it got the crowd into it early, so that really helped us a lot.
Coach was saying that you scored 25 and doesn't really call plays for you. You just kind of go out and get them. Is that kind of the way it happens, I guess?
Yes, sir. I just play basketball, and the game just comes to me how it comes. Yes, sir.
KJ, this team, you can see when you hit the spark and momentum, you guys have it, and obviously there's still some chemistry being built. What potential does this team have left?
I feel like there's a lot that we have left. We haven't nearly reached our peak. We just got to keep getting to know each other more and just keep staying together. Yes, sir.
How important is it for you guys to protect the home court?
Yeah, that's one of the. If you want to be good, you got to protect home court. So we just try to not lose at the house. Nobody wins here. Try to. Yeah.
KJ, you're so good at defense. When you're out there as the defensive quarterback, so to speak, like what's going through your mind?
I just try to talk and make sure we're all in the right positions because I'm usually furthest away from the ball, so I can see most of everything. So I just try to talk to my teammates, keep them in the right spot.
Seems like you keep that up no matter what the score is. I mean, even tonight there was a couple times late in the game where you were kind of coaching out there a little bit. Is that important to do it at all times and not just when it's?
Yes, sir. I honestly don't feel like scoring is my strength. I feel like that the talking aspect, defensive, and just like what I think, the way I think basketball, I feel like that's my strength. That's what I do.
When you talk about the strength of the team, what would you identify at this point as the largest strength of the squad?
Offensive rebounding, jelly, and defense, really.
Anything else for KJ?
Thank y'all.
Thank you.